Hello friends, it's Intuitive Rene here, bringing you TarotScopes for another week. This week we are looking at July 20th to July 26th of 2020. And yeah, we're going to basically do one card for each sign of the zodiac, giving you short, sweet, simple look ahead for the week, giving you an idea of what you need to be aware of and what you need to know so that you can make the right decisions accordingly as and when things crop up for you. So if you are finding me for the first time, welcome. And for those of you who are returning again another week, hello, and thank you for all your support. This week, the deck that I'm using here is the Patch Tarot. The Patch Tarot comes from the Spirit Science group, and it is just a phenomenal deck. I really do love this deck. So there's one card for each sign of the zodiac, so you're going to get your inspiration for the week ahead in less than 60 seconds per zodiac. And then right at the end, when we have completed here with Pisces, I'm going to do a message for the collective, and this week the message comes from the magical Mermaids and Dolphins. So yeah, stick around for that right at the end once we have completed all of these. So let's get straight into it. Let's not waste any time. If you are finding me, well, if this is your first time doing the TarotScopes, you don't have to, like if you are Capricorn, Sagittarius, or even Pisces right at the end here, you don't have to sit through all of these. If you look in below this video, if you're on YouTube, in the description below, if you're on my blog, then just below this video, you will find timestamps. So for each sign of the zodiac, to make it easy for you to get to yours. Right, so let's get straight into it with Aries. Let's see what the week has in store for Aries. Right, first of all, make sure the camera is in focus. Aries, you have got the Two of Discs. The Two of Discs is all about that financial balance. It's all about finding the balance with your yin and your yang. So it's not just about financial balance, but it's finding balance in your life, okay? So we need to make sure that we are factoring in all aspects of life, and we need to make sure that whatever change is coming your way, that it doesn't throw you off, okay? So constantly be working on your balance. And if you look at this balance, we've got this, I'm going to call it the snake, this energy that starts off red, goes through all the colors and comes back to purple, which then flows into the red again. But it's about the yin and the yang. It's about finding the balance and holding on to the balance and ensuring that whatever you do this week, that you have balance. So it's balance between work and home, balance between finances and emotions, all the opposite areas of your life. So your focus for this week, Aries, is on balance. Doesn't matter what gets thrown at you. Doesn't matter what comes up for you. It doesn't matter what happens. Just focus on making sure that you are constantly having balance in your life, and you will be okay. Right. Let's have a look at Taurus. Taurus, again, just making sure camera is in focus. So Taurus, you have got the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is the success card, the celebration card. It's typically the card where we have a group of people coming together to celebrate somebody's success, something or someone's success. And I think the success there, you can see all the people up there cheering on, and this is you standing in the limelight. So Taurus, you're going to find yourself being in the middle or in the limelight this week. Everybody talking about your success, everybody acknowledging your success, and everybody celebrating your success. If it doesn't happen naturally, don't be afraid to actually put your hand up and say, hey, can we have an acknowledgement, okay? Don't be egotistical about it, all right, Taurus? Don't be so bullheaded, but by all means, celebrate and acknowledge everything that you've worked on, everything that you've achieved, and the success that you have gained, because you've worked incredibly hard recently. You've done everything perfectly, you've done everything as it should be, and now is the time for you to celebrate and enjoy the success of all your efforts. So Four of Wands is saying, everybody come together, everybody celebrate your success for Taurus. I like that one. That's quite awesome. Right. Now let's have a look at Gemini. So Gemini, what do we have for you? Oopsie, I'm throwing you on the floor. Sorry about that, Gemini. Let's have a look and see what we have for you. So Gemini, you have got the Wheel of Fortune, okay? In this particular deck, it's called the Wheel of Flow, but it's the one that says the wheel just keeps turning. I love all the music notes. I don't know if it comes through, if you can see all the music notes, but this card is basically saying to you, success is yours, okay? It's telling you that you have luck on your side, but you've got to also be careful that you're not attracting negative karma, all right? You need to understand that this karmic wheel just turns regardless. There's not much more that you need to do. So you can just stand there in your glory and say, hey, everything is great. But you want to make sure that you're not this green dude at the bottom here who is obviously green of jealousy. He's green of not having the success that you're having at the top there, okay? So don't be egotistical about things, but just know that you've got luck on your side. Use it to your advantage, not to your disadvantage. So Gemini, that's for you this week. Take a chance, take a risk, take a calculated risk, and know that success is yours. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at Cancer for this week. And again, let's just make sure camera is in focus. So you have got the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is all about realization, all about revelation, all about new ideas, new concepts, new strategies, new stuff happening in your head that needs to be paid attention to, okay? You can see how the head is just bursting there with all of these stars and all of this glitter. And it's basically saying that the ideas that you have are legit, are valid, are phenomenal, and they need to be, you need to pay attention to them, okay? You need to realize that you are not just an average person. You are somebody who has good ideas, good strategies for success, and this is your week to implement all of that. Pay attention to your ideas, pay attention to what's happening, and implement as it appears, as it comes through, because there will be success for you this week. That's awesome. Okay, Cancer, that was yours. Now we're going to have a look at Leo, and we are entering into Leo season. So again, happy birthday to all those Leos who celebrate this coming week. You have got the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is such an awesome card. The Eight of Wands is basically saying to you that change is taking place, okay? And what's interesting, and I don't know if I've ever actually noticed it before on this particular card, but there are all these activities and these situations that are happening around the edge of the circle. I mean, here we've got a couple dancing, he's running, shouting, he's doing a yoga pose, he's dancing, he's walking, meditating. There's a bubble around the head, so I'm not quite sure what that is. Maybe it's just having fresh insight and new ideas. But Leo, for you this week, the Eight of Wands, sorry, I think I might have said Swords earlier. The Eight of Wands is basically saying to you that there is change taking place. It has already been set in motion. So the wheel has already been set, that its ultimate goal has been predetermined. You've just got to wait for it to arrive, and you will see which one will be illuminated as soon as it lands. But know that all the options have already been set, have already been cast, already been decided on. You've basically just got to wait for everything to fall into place, and you will know what your outcome is going to be. So the decision has been made. You've just got to wait for the wheel to stop turning to see where you land. So for you, Leo, this week, changes are coming through, but I do believe that whichever one it lands on, it's going to be a good one for you. All right, awesome stuff. Let's have a look at Virgo. So Virgo, for you this week, you have got the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is such an awesome card because it talks about new emotions, new energies that are coming into your space, okay? And all you have to do is be receptive, all right? All you have to do is be receptive, be compassionate, understanding, be aware of what everybody else is going through, and just recognize new energies coming in. So this week is a really good week for that. There's going to be a lot of new energy coming through for you. This generally, Ace of Cups, we talk about as a new person coming into your space, but I'm changing it to read new energy because of what I'm seeing on this card. So it's a new person, a new circumstance, a new situation. Have understanding, have compassion for that person, for their situation, and just know that it's going to be a perfect match for you, and it's going to bring you success, happiness, and joy. Awesome. Look out for those new opportunities, Virgo. And now we're coming across over here to Libra. Let's see what is in store for Libra this week. Get the card into focus. All right, Leo, you have got the Prince of Cups. And the Prince of Cups, I mean, just look at his horse, isn't it? Wouldn't you love a horse like that? So the Prince of Cups, there's movement, okay? We are progressing, we are moving, we are going from one state to another. The key word that we have this week is expressive, okay? You need to be expressive. Don't hold back. Don't be shy. Don't hold back. You know, you need to voice yourself. You need to voice your needs, wants, and desires. You need to be as expressive as you possibly can. And just know that there is movement and change. We are moving into a new era, a new place, a new emotional state, a new emotional state of being. Please note that his cup is full. He's not spilling. He's holding on to that with dear life. But there's definitely movement. And I am really interpreting that this eagle bird that is here is help from an unusual source, okay? So accept help from an unusual source. Just because you're thinking, I need a horse to move me or whatever, if a bird comes along, by all means grab it. Be expressive, don't hold back. Speak your mind, speak your emotions. Are really, because it's cups, you need to speak your emotions. If you really desire something, say so. If you really don't desire something, say so as well, okay? Be expressive, because that is what will get you through the rough waters and into the calmer waters that we see over there. And now let's have a look at Scorpio. Scorpio, what is in store for you this week? And Scorpio, you have got the Princess of Discs. So discs is typically the pentacles in the traditional tarot. And isn't she gorgeous? Look at her pregnant belly with that kind of vortex happening there. She's got her arms above her. There's this gorgeous pyramid behind her, pyramid energy. Look at the light illuminating from that. And the key word is transmute. So Scorpio, for you this week, it's a case of recognizing your own power. It's a case of recognizing your own abilities. I also want to note out how half is green, lush, and beautiful, and the other half behind her of the background is quite barren and sandy. But she in the middle, she is the gap between the two, okay, the bridge between the two. Also, we've got mountainous range here. We've got nothing but sea, calm waters there. So it's the transmuting the one to the other. And it could be going either way. You are the one who decides. Are you transmuting barren into lush, or are you transmuting lush into barren? Okay. Be mindful that you are in control. Be mindful that you are the one that makes this decision. You are the one that does or creates or carries out the transmutation. So make sure that you are transmuting in the correct direction. Make sure that you are transmuting from what you don't want to what you want, or vice versa. Good stuff, Scorpio. Sag, let's have a look and see what is in store for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, you have got the Ace of Discs, so the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is all about starting something new that's going to have a positive impact on finances, okay? So Ace is all about brand new, and Discs is our pentacles or our finances or our material possessions, however you want to look at it. But it's about you having that thought, having that idea, recognizing your authority, recognizing your power, having the confidence and the courage to carry it out and to set it in motion. Can you see that spinning motion that is starting to take place? Okay, so it starts in the center and it just spirals out, and the bigger it spirals, the stronger it becomes. Formation is your key word on this particular deck, all right? And it's you taking something from an idea and creating it and putting it into some kind of form that it becomes reality. So Sagittarius, for you this week, it's recognizing your ideas, recognizing what you have, recognizing what you want, what you're capable of, and putting it into motion. Oopsie, sorry, bumped the camera. Putting it into motion and allowing it to manifest into reality. Right. Capricorn, let's see what we have in store for you this week. So Capricorn, how awesome. 9 of Wands. Okay, so 9 of Wands, I mean, he's been busy. He's been fighting for a long time. He is exhausted. Keyword here is endurance. But I think that the reminder here for you, Capricorn, is that you have the endurance, you have the energy. Even though you may be feeling exhausted, even though you may be feeling like you don't know how much more of this you can do, keep going, keep moving forward, keep piercing through the hot, burny fire, keep piercing through whatever is causing pain and discomfort, because look, right here, we have clarity. Right here, we're out of it. So you are so close to piercing through. You are so close to breaking away from the whatever is causing pain and difficulty. You need to be more endure. You need to endure more, a little bit more. You have the endurance. Let me get my words right. You have the endurance to do this. Don't give up too early, because if you give up now, you've come so far and you'll be a waste because you are so close to the end. Right, Aquarius, let's see what we have for you this week. Aquarius, you have got 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups, it's really in the tarot deck and in all 78 cards of the tarot, it really is one of the nicest ones, because it speaks of joy. It speaks of happiness. It speaks of bliss. It speaks of being protected, okay? Surrounded and protected It speaks of doing something that brings your heart and soul joy. It speaks of not having to work very hard, not having nothing really too overcomplicated. It's just about a simple, easy life. So for you this week, Aquarius, don't tackle or don't take on anything that's too strenuous. Keep it simple, keep it low key, and just find joy in everything that you do this week. All right, Aquarius. And now we move on to Pisces. Last but not least, dear Pisces. Oh dear Pisces, you have got Tower. Okay, so Tower in tarot is one of those cards that most people, try and avoid as much as they possibly can, because it talks about your world being struck by lightning or UFOs in this particular case, or whatever it is, and absolutely collapsing and breaking. It's about your whole world going up in flames, okay? The key word is revelation. And, I always say with this card, I always say with the Tower card, I get excited when it comes along, because it's basically the universe telling you change is needed in your life. You want change. You are ready for it, but you're too afraid to change what you already have. So we would rather hold on to a hot coal instead of letting it go. All right. And the Tower card comes along and says, well, if you won't make the decision to improve your life, I'm going to destroy your current reality so that you are forced to rebuild. And through that rebuild, you will have a better existence. So this is a warning. It doesn't mean that you are going to have this Tower moment. It says that if you don't start making changes towards a better life for yourself, there will be this Tower. So know that this week you are going to have the revelations of what you like, what you don't like, what you want and what you don't want, and time for change, okay? It is time to let go of everything that doesn't work for you anymore, and to adopt and to adapt to become a better existence and a better world for yourself. So time for major change that will yield positive results. If you don't take the advice, then you will have the Tower moment. But it's always, I have to say, as much as this is tragic, as much as this looks so severe, please understand that the outcome, once it's all said and done, once the dust is settled and once we've rebuilt, you will be much, much, much happier. So this is not a negative. It's actually a hugely positive card, but we have to go through the fire first. All right, Pisces, that's for you. Okay, so friends, that is our TarotScopes done. I'm now going to take the magical Mermaids and Dolphins card to get us a message for the collective, for everybody. So let's give them a little bit of a shuffle. I did shuffle before I started with the video, but you know me, I always like to shuffle when I have you on screen or on camera. Excuse me, I'm so close to the camera, I'm bumping. Right, I have shuffled enough. I'm going to plonk them down on the table, and I'm just going to grab half of them over there, and let's see what we get. So we have got stay optimistic, and I think that's so appropriate after Pisces, and actually quite a few of them. I love the picture here. We have a mermaid. She's looking out. There is her soulmate. There is somebody she's really interested in. We've got, what is that? A dolphin over there as well. So the prince comes from the castle. She's like waiting patiently for him because they're hopelessly in love. The message across the bottom, your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. I think that is such an awesome card for us for this week ahead. So friends, have a good one. Remember, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be short little tarot readings for each one of you. And then Friday, we do pick a card again. So until then, you guys take care and have an awesome one. Lots of love.